So I thought I'd do the introduction to this latest Italy video outside to prove I do actually occasionally leave the house. As I'm sure plenty of you will follow me just on YouTube and not Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Twitter.com/Luke Vernon is where I prattle on the most, probably much to some people's annoyance. And I'm very opinionated on there. So if you're a delicate snowflake Brexiter and whatnot, or a Tory, you might not like what I say. I respect your opinions, but I will voice my own. Instagram, which I post on quite a lot. I do lots of little story videos every day now and there. And the Facebook page, which is a couple of times a week. So Instagram is lorrydriver.com, all one word, and same for Facebook page. Anyway, so back to the second installment of the Italy video. Sorry it's taken a while. My phone is absolutely rammed to the gunnels. I've had to buy more cloud space to offload my phone onto. So now I have 2 terabytes of cloud data. Oh, sunshine. Oh, milk! I stood on the corner in Lampeter because it's a great place for pictures because the lorries turn round and I took a great picture a couple of days ago of a Jenkins lorry, and I stood on the corner for 45 minutes just now to try and catch another one, and not a single lorry went by, which is infuriating. But anyway, so yeah, so thank you so much for all the donations. It's been remarkable, amazing, and now I just got to keep on producing some content. Look at the sun, isn't it lovely? When I came out of hospital, it's one of my memorable moments of my life, and it sounds like nothing, but a couple of days after I got back, oh no, it was probably a couple of weeks actually, because I was in bed for the first couple of weeks at my mum's house. I went out and sat in the garden with them, and the sun shone on my face, and there was a light breeze, literally just like it is today, and it was one of the most wonderful moments of my life. Like I say, it sounds like nothing, but like when you come so close to death, and when you're trapped in a hospital for so long, something like the sun on your face can really make all the difference. So there we go. Right, I'm going into the car, but I need some bread. So enjoy the video. Good day.
Drivers always swing out really wide. These you don't have to actually swing out. These are designed. You can actually just stay in this lane here and drive down. Yeah, they ignore the arrows, the green arrows, and go in the wrong lane and stuff. Oh dear. There's our train just unloading. Onward, fellow lorry drivers, onward! Keep the economy afloat. Godspeed. Mr. White very kindly gave me the option of going on P&O or the train, and I know the train has its failings, but overall I do much prefer the train. Back once upon a time when I first started doing all this sort of work, the ferry seems like an adventure. You get to the port and it's all new and different, but at this stage of my career now, crossing the channel is just a bloody inconvenience. It'd be much better if I could just drive, so I like to get across as quick as possible. Basically, you don't really need to drive off the other side of the carriage on this, you just go in gently at a shallow angle. I learned the hard way, first time getting on this many years ago was with HSF. I'd been driving a left-hand drive for a couple of days, and I took the tank straps off and burst a tyre, which was entertaining. 3 minutes to spare on my 4.5. That shows how buggered all these bloody problems in the UK are at the moment. The M4 closed. Bracknell had a broken down lorry. 4.5 hours. It normally takes 3.5 hours.
You will arrive at your destination at 3:39.
Oh, thank you. I won't. Lovely afternoon. It's turned out to be in France 8 degrees. I am 1,098 kilometers from my first drop. And not far off 1,800 from my last drop. The only downside to this lorry is it's got one fairly small diesel tank, so I'm probably going to fill up most days, which is going to be annoying. The sun is going down. Oh, for fuck's sake. I pulled out to overtake him. He clearly looked in the mirrors and saw me. So then he decided to speed up because he's obviously not running to the limiter. That really gets on my goat. That's getting really common these days amongst truck drivers. It's obviously a very common car tactic. No, he keeps braking for random reasons. Jesus Christ, these people. So I've just been informed to do a 9 today, hours driving. So I've just been informed to do 9 hours driving today, not 10 and 11 after tonight, and alright. It's quite a relaxing run. It's going to be cold tonight. And for a third time I pulled out and he sped up again. Oh my god, now you brake when I pull in! Oh my god, these fucking idiots! There's 2 of them running together. I'm sure they just set out to piss people off. Morons. You watch and I'll pull out for the 4th time and they'll do the same fucking trick all over again. Sorry, I got irritated there. But this is the sort of truck driving that really, really pisses me off because it's crap. It's lazy. It's the sort of driving that no truck driver should ever engage in. You're supposed to be better than most drivers. You're supposed to read what's around you. I mean, if I see a truck rolling up beside of me, I just knock a couple of K's off the speed limit, off the cruise control. But there we go. Oh, that's it. You brake now and let me go. Look at that, beautiful sunset. I do like winter. Winter and autumn are my favourite seasons. But I like cold winters, not the horrible wet things. Nights like tonight. Beautiful. It's one of the best aspects of this job. Just been off to get a drop of fuel at wherever I am. So, look, this is a good tip, right? So if you start late and finish late, like I often do, in Europe it can start getting very hard to find parking after 6-7 PM because everybody's parking up. So in France, at least, they've nearly always got those little gone the wrong way again. They've nearly always got those little parking areas by the péage. This sat-nav's driving me crazy. The instructions make no fucking sense whatsoever. Oh, Jesus Christ. This bit of road here, not far, about an hour before Reims. There's like onion fields either side, and when I first started running up and down here in the middle of the night, I used to think, oh my god, am I having a stroke? Because you smell something when you're having a stroke. It's not, it's the onions. So no panic, you're not having a stroke. Unless you're Bertie. Bertie, are you having a stroke? I'm having some sort of mental breakdown. Please direct the camera elsewhere. They're like stood next to each other. I can hear them talking from here. Why does everybody shout all the bloody time? So I got to Saint Massus in my hours. Luckily, this unit's parked in this lane on its own. And I squeezed in behind it because there's no bloody spy bases here at all. So I'm gonna watch some Netflix and make my dinner. Look at that conscientious young man skipping away. Skippity, 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 scoop. Bertie, you need to go outside and do some exercise. F4, I'm asleep. I should be out there exercising really rather than eating stuff in my face full of food. It's too cold though.
Sorry, I'm just going to have to do a little outro to this video. Again, it's from like 3 years ago, so don't ask me anything about it. But my God, I was in a bad mood, wasn't I? It's got to be one of the most cantankerous videos I've ever made. Just watched it back now and I don't remember any of it. Of course, and it's like, I just bitch and moan about everything under the sun. So I apologise for that. If you tune in for optimism, you're not going to find it this week. Anyway, thank you so much. And thank you for the continuing donations and whatnot. And thank you for everything, really. Oh, yes, Biden was elected. Oh, my God. I know I don't normally bring politics into my videos, but it's one of my biggest interests, and I was dreading Trump winning. Absolutely dreading it. Because that man is a hateful old bigot. Don't care what you say. There's nothing you can say to change my mind. It's been 4 years of misery. And that's just for a Brit, so God knows what's like in America. Anyway, so Godspeed, America. And I hope you enjoyed my grumpiness. And just as a quick addendum to the previous bit about Biden, he's not ideal. He wasn't the best candidate. They could have put somebody much better. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's amazing. And a country like America had a 74-year-old and a 77-year-old running for the most powerful job in the world. But it was what it was. And it happened to be either Trump or Biden. And the difference is Trump is hideous, horrible, bigoted, disgusting. Biden is basically, for all his faults, and he may have many, a good man. Like, that's it, basically. That's the difference between the two of them. So that's all. So don't come ranting at me in my comments about blah, 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 this, that, and the other. I don't care. I've heard it all before. Anyway, I'm just carrying on the grumpy... Oh, dear. Sorry.